Hello, hello, beautiful people. Hello, amazing people. Hello, hello, who is online? I posted on my community that I'm going to be coming live today. Let's talk about the Umuada. It's terrible, guys, and a lot of people are not even aware of what is happening. I mean, it is when you know what your problem is before you know how to go about it, isn't it? I scheduled this live session 12 on the dot, 12 p.m. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, okay? Yes, I had to finish up with some work I had to do, all right? So that's why I'm here a bit late. Okay. This is my live session. I'm here today, okay, so that we'll have an interaction. We'll talk about something that is hardly talked about. You know, this thing I want to talk about today, it is hardly talked about. Yes, because, you know, it's not enough to keep preaching, favor, attraction, blessings. What about the rooted problem that you have that can deny you from getting that very favor that every other person is enjoying? So this is my reason for coming live today. Let us discuss about this. Let us talk about this. Well, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oma, and I'm glad to have you on my channel today. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. I love everyone here. This is a family. You are welcome to this great family. Here, we do not claim that we are God. We do not claim that we are what we are not. Here, we interact, we share our knowledge. We bring up and bring out the things that God has deposited in us. We use herbs to save lives. Through natural recipes, we are able to uplift and upgrade ourselves, both spiritually and physically. Through the knowledge that God has given to mankind in this channel, we use it to help each other so that if there is anything that any one of us is going through that we need help, we come online here and we talk about it. And in one way or the other, by the special grace of God, we usually get solutions to our problems. So you are welcome to this great channel. This channel is not where we don't teach what we do not know. We teach based on experience, based on daily jobs, based on what we have done, and we know that yes, what we have used, and we can attest to the fact that it is very, very effective and it is useful. But today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people seldom talk about: the Umuada. The Umuada. As long as you are a human being that is living on earth, there is Umuada in your community. There is Umuada in your father's compound, in your father's land. There is Umuada. Even if your mother did not give birth with a female, there are females that existed before your mother. And your mother or your father and your father's land, your father have siblings, your father have brothers and sisters. Even if your father were giving birth to only him, I want you to understand that there are people that existed before your father. There are ones that existed even before your grandfather. And it continues like that. Just as you are going to have your own children, or you already have your own children, and it continues like that. Okay? So so long as you're a human being, this video is for you. This topic is for you. You are going to learn something that will help you in life today. You are going to learn something that you would do, and grab this knowledge. It will uplift you. It will move you to the next level. All right, guys. Today, like I said, we are talking about Umuada. In Igbo land, I'm from Igbo. I'm an Igbo woman. Okay? In Igbo land, okay, we usually talk about the Umuadas as the first daughters in the family. But no, it is not. It is not only the first daughters that are called Umuada. Every female that is existing in a particular land is an Ada. But we specifically call the first daughters Ada. You understand? We call them Ada. It's a general name for first daughters. But in this case, what we are talking about is spirituality. We are not talking about physicality. All right? Yes. Now, a female is supposed to be accorded respect in her fatherland. All females in the fatherland, in her fatherland, is meant to be accorded respect. Spiritual respect to a female will help the family to move forward. But when this female is neglected, spiritually and physically, it becomes a problem. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to explain right now? A lot of people are going through terrible situations. They are going through a lot today because they do not even know that a female is supposed to be given a befitting burial. If a female dies, a female is supposed to be given a befitting burial. Befitting burial. Now, some people in a family, they got married. They moved to another place. All right? Moving to another, maybe as in like her own husband's family. Then they say that she's no longer part of her family because she is being given, she's now giving out. Her dowry has been paid and she is no longer part of her father's family. I want to tell you today that it is wrong. A woman who is married, yes, her dowry has been paid, but I want you to understand that in spirituality, a woman is defined by her own land, her own father's land. A woman is given her own share in her father's land. You see people when they are getting married, when they are going to do traditional marriage, they tell you to bring out the share for the Umuadas. They tell you to bring out the share for the mothers. They tell you to bring out the share for the fathers and the rest. This is exactly how it is in the spiritual realm. An angry Wada can bring in poverty in their house, in their home, in their village, in their community. An angry Umuada can make a family not to be moving forward. An angry Umuada can make the females in the family not to be getting married. An angry Umuada can make the females in the family, when they get married, they will never conceive. They get married, but they never conceive. An angry Umuada can put confusion and problem inside the marriage of any female that succeeds in getting married. This is how you'll be hearing divorce here and there. This is how they'll be causing problems, terrible problems inside that marriage until the husband asks the wife to leave. This is the job of an angry Umuada. An angry Umuada that I'm talking about, they are the females who died and they were not given befitting burial. Some of them were sold into slavery. No one cared about them. No one wants to know if they died or they are still alive. No one cared to look for them. Some of them ran away from home. All these things happened in the past and it's still happening now. Some of them ran away from home to go and settle in another place. And they die. When they die, they did not bring their corpse to their fatherland to bury them. When that spirit, the spirit of that Umuada leaves to the underworld, it runs directly to the ancestral deity in that land to go and cry for that ancestral deity. The ancestral deity does not care because all the females, all the Umuadas belong to the ancestral deity in that land. Any female that dies, the spirit goes out, leaves the body, and then it runs to the ancestral deity to cry unto the ancestral deity that look at the injustice that is being done to her and her spirit. And she has never rested. This is how the report starts to affect all the people in that family. The report that the mother has given to the ancestral deity starts affecting everyone in that family. The anger of Umuada, an angry Umuada, is worse than a Holocaust. It is worse than fire destruction. It is worse than water destruction. They need to be given their own right. This is why you come to a family. You see that some females in the family are not doing well. Some of them are turned into going to do some kind of stuff that they are not supposed to be doing. It is not only in the female, it doesn't only affect the female in the family, it also affects the male. Everyone in that family is affected. Everybody in that family is affected. The only person that is not affected there is the mother. the women that are married into that place. Do you know why they are not affected? The one that is happening in her own father's house, her own father's land, is affecting her. But the one that is happening in her husband's house is affecting her own children. The cry of an angry Umuada can make a whole family to have untimely death. It brings so much destruction. It brings pain. It brings agony. It brings excruciating agony in that family. It makes no one to move forward. Everyone in that family will become unsuccessful because of what has happened or what is happening. Just like you talk about a lot, like foundational courses. This is exactly one of it. It does not stop until it makes sure that it affects all human that is living in that family. Sometimes an angry mother can cause havoc to the extent that you might be thinking there are witches around you. But I tell you, if I were you, if you are left with witchcraft and an angry mother, you will even choose witchcraft because you know that you can fight a witch using some means of fighting them. But you see this particular one, you cannot fight it except you do what you have to do. Except you do what you have to do. You cry unto them and you do what? You give them what belongs to them. You give them what belongs to them so that they will allow you to have peace. A lot of people that are not married today is as a result of this. It also affects the female and affects the males in the family. You'll be asking yourself why you have not been moving forward in life. And you'll be telling yourself, maybe you'll be saying that the truth is that personal consultation is not family consultation. Family consultation is what is affecting everyone generally. While personal consultation is about yourself, about who you are. Now, these are the two differences. You might grant consultation on yourself and discover that witches are after your life. You can also discover that maybe someone tried to poison you, or maybe there are some negative energies that you attracted on your own, or maybe you committed an abortion, or maybe there are so many things that can cause that. But there are general family problems that is affecting each and every one in that particular family. That one is general. That one is general. It is not affecting only one person. Today, I have come to tell you how to go about this. This topic is going to be in 2 sessions. Okay, it's going to be divided into sessions because it's very big. It is very broad. Okay, so I'm going to take this session and next time we can talk about the next session. There is what is called Umuada. These are the things that you have to gather for the sacrifice you will do for the Umuadas to leave you alone. Like I said, an angry Umuada runs to the ancestral deity to report of the injustice that is being done, that is melted upon her. She is supposed to rest in peace. And anyone who is not buried in her fatherland will never rest in peace. That is culture. If someone dies and there is a maybe something happened and the corpse of that particular person cannot be brought into his or her fatherland, like in a case of a woman that is married into another family and the woman dies, she is supposed to be given a befitting burial in her fatherland, in her husband's land. But in her fatherland, her own family is supposed to be grieving. It's supposed to also, the ceremony is supposed to also be going on in her own fatherland. The ceremony will be going on there exactly as it is happening in her fatherland. It is also supposed to happen as it is happening in her husband's land. It is also supposed to be happening in her fatherland. This is fair judgment. But in a case where she is not given a befitting burial, or she is given a befitting burial in her husband's house, but not in her fatherland, this is where she becomes angry. Her spirit becomes very angry, very sad. It runs to the ancestral deity to tell the ancestral deity, look, look, look what they have done to her. The ancestral deity now turns to a beast in that particular family. The ancestral deity turns to a beast in that family. It spares no one. The ancestral deity spares no one in this regard. This is why I said that an angry Umuada is worse than a Holocaust. It's worse than fire destruction. Look deep to know that, to find out if this is your case or if this is not your case. You might be running helter-skelter, looking for solution. Some personal consultations also reveal things about this Umuada, but not all. Look deep to know if your situation is not like this particular one that I'm telling you. An angry Umuada can bring down everybody in that family. You need to look deep to know if this is your case or not. Through consultation. Consultation will reveal to you if yes, this is your case or not. People are not aware of this secret. You know, when people will tell you that, oh, you have foundational course, yeah, and you will start casting and binding without doing the proper thing and removing yourself from the wrath of an angry Umuada, an angry female. If you do not do what you have to do to excommunicate yourself, to exempt yourself from the anger of an angry Umuada, your life will not be the way you want it to be. If you have seen where angry Umuadas has done something to a particular family, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to do something for me. An angry Umuada, if angry Umuada is your case, you cannot stay anywhere you are and do it. Anybody that is telling you that, okay, you have to stay where you are, let me handle it for you, the person is lying to you. Umuada sacrifice must be done in your fatherland. As a matter of fact, it is done, you do it like a ceremony if you have money. But if you don't have money, you can do it the way you can, because the spirits understand that you do not have money to make it a big ceremony. You have to appease the spirit of the Umuada. It is not only one person that is meant to undergo this sacrifice and this appeasal. Therefore, what do? You as a Umuada in your fatherland, you understand that your problem is about an angry Umuada that is raving in anger. What you have to do is to call the attention of all the living Umuadas. The living Umuadas are the females in the family. Call their attention. Let them know that they have to do something about it. An angry mother cannot allow a female to get married in the family. I'm telling you, even if they succeed in getting married, they will not conceive. If they conceive, they will put problem for them. Either during childbirth, either when the child is maybe they use cord and tie the baby in the womb. This is the work of an angry Umuada. The ancestral deity makes sure that it blocks the way of any member of that family from moving forward and from becoming successful in whatever they are doing. This is their job, because you have not done what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to give what belongs to them. If you are going to embark on this ritual, you will mention the ones you are aware of, the ones you are not aware of. Because I'm telling you, many of the fathers in the family are not even aware of this. They did not clear off this for their children. Therefore, when their children now come into existence, they start suffering from what others has done, from what has happened in the past. This is what you have to do. You will prepare food. Call the people in the family, in your father's family. I'm not saying your husband's family. The Umuada in your husband's family cannot affect you. It can only affect your own children. The Umuada that will affect you is the Umuada that is in your fatherland. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. The females, the dead ones, the spirits of the females that were not given befitting burials, that were sold into slavery. that went into disappearance, that went into exile, that were not given their rights while living, that were not given their rights while they are dead. These are the Umuadas that we are talking about. These are the females that we are talking about. So what do you have to do? Call upon the females in the family. If you notice that this is your case, call the females in your family and do what? Let all of them come in agreement. Now, you don't need to force anybody. If they say they are not going to partake, no problem, leave them. You don't need to bother yourself so much. Call the people that are interested in doing this. Go and buy these items. Buy mats. All these Alsa mats. Buy mats. Buy white wrapper and white scarf. Buy white wrapper and white scarf. Okay? All of you will cook food. You can cook swallow. You can cook swallow. Now, this one is something that you have to go and find out exactly how it is done in your own land. Everyone is not the same. Everyone is not the same. All lands do not practice the same way. They do not do the same ritual. So you find out, after getting the mats, you find out if in your fatherland, if you guys use food like fufu, like yam, pounded yam and soup. You can make pounded yam and soup, like ora soup, any type of soup that you know that you're in your land, this is what they like. You find out, you can prepare it. You get a native fowl. You roast it. Please. I don't want you to make mistakes. You don't fry the fowl that you use in making it. You don't come and start cooking it. You roast it. You make for open fire there in your compound and roast it. Okay? Any food that is made there on that particular day will not be tasted by any man. No man is allowed to taste the food. Females can come and eat. You can get drink if it's palm wine that your family or any wine that is suitable in your family. You get that particular wine. When the food is ready, that roasted fowl is what you are going to use for this meal. You cut the parts of that particular fowl. Nobody is allowed to eat from the leg, from the head, from the kedifana where meju this liver. Do you understand? The liver. All those parts are not meant to be eaten by either of you. This is after making the meal. You make sure that you people eat the food. First, before you start eating, you cut the one that you are going to drop for the late Umuadas, the spirits of those ones that are disturbing you in your fatherland. You carry their own and go to one side that there is no sun around there. If there is sun all over, you have to make a cover, a small cover, like put a small cover. When you put this small cover, you keep their own there for them. Drop the food for them on the floor there. You now do what? You take the leg of the chicken. The leg means that anybody who is chasing after you, they will not get you. The head is that your head will never be used for any ugly sacrifice. So it's applicable to other parts that you have to drop. You must find out how it is done in your fatherland. That you are a Christian. You can see my wedding picture behind you there, behind me. I am a Christian too. I go to church. But let me tell you, the Umuada, if you like, you call Holy Ghost fire from now till 10 years. Umuada will not stop disturbing you. I have told you, Umuada will not stop disturbing you. Somebody told me, a lady that I'm working for, I did her job for her. She went to the church. She told me herself, she's a barrister. I don't mention names here, but I will tell you. She went to her prophet and told her prophet that she wants to do her spiritual spouse stuff and other things. She wants to settle all the things. But she has two people that she brought their names to help her in doing it. She gave our names to the prophetess. The prophetess told her that, mentioned my name and said that this is Oma, use Oma. Oma is the one that will handle your work for you. The prophet is in her church. She told her to go and do it. She should go and settle her personal spirits. Her pastor told her, her prophetess told her. She came back to me and told me, I was just laughing. She said the prophetess told her in her church that Oma is the right person that is called by God. I said, did I say that? And I asked, I said, it's not me that said it. We all know who called us. I am not serving idol. I'm not an idol worshiper. I tell you, I am not you can see my wedding picture behind me. If I'm an idol worshiper, do you think I will do wedding in church? Do you think my church will accept me? This is about your personal spirits. People are getting it all wrong. You are getting it wrong. Now the Umuadas are disturbing you, and you want to call your pastor to go and do Holy Ghost fire, kabash for you in your father's land. The angry Umuadas, the anger will be raised to power 30. The anger will increase more than it is. At the end of the day, the ancestral deity is there. You know what is ancestral deity? You know what is ancestral? Ancestor. Tete means you are still a baby to have anything to do with your ancestral, anything ancestral. Means you are a child in it. She told me that. I said, are you serious? Wow, that's nice. It was after that she paid all her money for her job. Why did I share this here? If I'm evil, do you think her pastor will advise her to go with Oma? That was exactly when I now said to her that your pastor, your prophetess, like you said, is actually a woman of God. Yes, because she did not go for her own selfish interest. The only thing she told her is that after doing her work, she can still come to the church, all right, and give some gifts and do the church things that they will tell her to do from her heart and give to the church, like giving, it's just like giving alms. And I told her that is not a bad idea. Your personal spirit. So many people are walking around looking for solution where there is none. There is no solution there. Do you know why there is no solution there? Because that thing you are looking for is not even there. It's not in existence in the first place. What is in existence is what you have refused to acknowledge and what you have refused to do something about. That is it. The earlier, the better you remember. The earlier, the better you know. And you shall know the truth. The truth shall set you free. You get the mat. That particular mat that you're going to get is where all the Umuadas that are crying for their fellow Umuada that died, that were not given befitting burial, that were sold into slavery, that were not properly, a lot, that were not given their rights. That is where they are going to sit while crying to their fellow Umuadas. Now, how do you do this? After cooking, make sure there is a shade like I told you. After cooking, you keep those ones for them. Do you understand? Keep those ones for them. When you keep it for them, any female that eats food on that particular day should not finish their food though. Like if they dish out food and put for you in the plate, inside plate, eat and remain the food inside that plate. Do not finish the food. Please do not finish the food. You eat and remain. When you remain, you go and point that place that they kept their own food for them. When you eat and remain, you go there and keep their own food where you kept the main food. I hope you are understanding me. Please, regarding this Umuada, I am open to answer you the question you are asking me because I don't want you to make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you will blame yourself, not me. I'm coming to talk about this today because of a lot of messages I've received because of this, that I should go ahead and teach it, I should please, that they don't know what to do and all that. That is it. That food, that mat there, after the crying of the Umuada, take the drink, you can pour their own drink there for them. You understand? Pour their own drink there. After that particular cry of the Umuada, you take the mat and keep it there. The white that all of you wore that day, you will still pack it there. Everything that is being used on that particular day will be dropped for them. It does not belong to you. If you have somebody there that is not willing to join, it is better the person says that she is not going to join than you people doing it. As you're doing it, the person is giving food to eat and the person rejects the food. Or maybe the person eats without finishing, or the person finishes the food. But I told you guys not to finish the food. Remain the food in the plate. Go and put it there for them. When you people are done with this, you sit down on that mat. Before you remove the mat, you sit down on that mat and cry. Mention your names one after the other. That you are sorry. If there are anyone if there is anyone other in this family, in your own family, that is not given befitting burial, that is cursed, that is, treated, unjustly, that is not maybe that was sold into slavery and was buried in another place or died without even burial and all that, that you are sorry, both the ones you know, both the ones you do not know, that they should please accept all this. They should please accept all this and forgive you and your family, so that you people will go and get married. You people will succeed in your careers. You people will have your own children. You people will conceive and have your own children. You people will get married and not have problems in your husband's house. This is exactly how to go about it. After doing it, you pack the mat. You fold the mat into 4 times. Fold the mat 4 places into 4 times. Go and drop it there. When you are done, you remove the shed. When you people are done with everything, that is when you can remove the shed. That shed that you made, that place. That is when you can remove it. When you now remove the shed, you now leave it there. Do not pack those things, so don't pack it. Don't touch it. Just leave them there. Let rain, sun, everything. That is where it will decay. It will decay, it will decompose. That is where it will decay. Nobody is allowed to sweep it. Nobody is allowed to pack it. If you people drink water that day, make sure you go and give water there. Go and give the spirits of the late Umuadas in your family. Go and give them their own water to drink. Pour it gently, small. Everybody will carry the water and drop small on the floor that day. That particular day that we poured the food, you kept those things, the mat and the white that all the females are wearing. Like I have said, as I have said before, it is not only the females that are affected in the family when there is an angry mother or when there are angry mothers. Because it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4. They can even be up to 20. You don't know the ones that have died previously. It can be up to 20. So what do? You mention the ones you know, the ones you do not know when you people are doing it. It is not only the females that are affected in the family, the males are also affected. There are some men that when you are doing consultation for them, Umuadas appear. They want that man to be the one that will liberate the family. They want the man to be the one that will spread the news. They want the man to. There are some female you can run. There are some females you will run consultation for, and you see that their Umuadas will not show. But when they do their general family consultation, Umuadas will come up. It happens like that. It depends on how they want you to find out what your problem is. Deep-rooted problem. No man is allowed to taste the food. If any man is passing that day, let the person pass home. A man is not meant to come there. Don't say that I did not say it. I know that a lot of people will not come and teach this because definitely you are supposed to pay money. You are supposed to pay for this. But what is the need when many people are suffering? Many people are really suffering. After this, there are some items that you are supposed to take to the 3 junction. That is going to be in another session. I cannot go on with that one today. Like I said, the men in the family, they are supposed to support the Umuadas when they are doing this ritual, when they want to offer this sacrifice. The males in the family are supposed to support them. If you are a man and you are passing through one thing or the other, let me even tell you, it's not only female that suffer this. The men in the family also suffer it. Some of them are up to the age of getting married. Once they get this woman, problem must enter. The woman will leave them. Once they get this woman, the problem must enter. The woman will leave them. It's not only the females that suffer the problems, the excruciating agony that this thing brings in the family. an angry mother brings in the family. It could be an angry mother that died 30 years ago, 100 years ago. It could be an angry mother that died and we're not giving befitting burial. It can stay under the ancestral deity. It runs to the ancestral deity and goes there to report, to complain, to cry. And you know what that means? Once you do what you have to do, you do not owe the ancestral deity. You do not owe the ancestral deity anything. The person you owe something is the Umuada. If this is your case, once you settle them, give them what you have to give to them, they will leave you. They'll just let you be. But the only people that are out of this problem, they are the people that will come and do this ritual, that will give their support to do it. You understand? The people that will give their support. The men in the family are supposed to support. They are supposed to give their support when this thing is happening. Even if they cannot support with their money, if they don't have money to support, they can support with their words, their good words, words of encouragement. They can still support, gather some money and add and say, okay, you people should use it and do what you must do so that there will be peace, there will be harmony, there will be riches, there will be wealth in the family. Do you understand? This is it. That fowl that everybody will eat it. You people are going to also eat it that day. Everybody will eat. Only that you give them their own share. Those ones I'm telling you are the ones you will leave for them. Just drop it for them. By the time you people can now eat the remaining one, everybody, all the Umuadas, the living Umuadas that came, that was available, like that availed themselves on that particular day, will be partakers of the, will take care, will eat from it and remain. Once they eat, the remaining one, they remain. Anything that is remained should not be trashed. It should be taken to them. And you would tell them that all of you are eating together today, that you accept that they are one of you, that they are amongst you people, and they should forgive whatever it is that you people have done. They should please forgive and help so that there will be peace, there will be riches, there will be, all the things you people are passing through. You say it, you remove the white wrapper, drop it for them. All the white wrappers, everything is their own, both the mats, everything is their own. Drop it there for them. You now remove the shed, allows rain, sun, anything. Nobody should. It will stay there. Let it stay there. It can even stay there for years. Nobody should touch it. That is how to cry, how to do the Umuada, how to cry unto the Umuadas. You understand? The items, other items, I'm going to discuss it in another session. All right? We'll talk about that in another session. You can gather those ones, you buy those ones and gather them, and then take them to the 3 junction. After the other one, you do this one. Take them to the 3 junction, and that settles it. And by the special grace of God, the angry Umuada, the females in the family, the dead ones are not going to be disturbing you people anymore. You will start having peace. You people will start getting married. Do you understand? Afterwards, you use Uncha Ocho. Can get our cleansing soap. Use it to do cleansing. Is to do cleansing. If there is any negative effect of this physically on you, let it cleanse it. You just use it and that settles it. Nobody is allowed to do this for you. The only thing that I can do for you is if you are not in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria and you're far away, you cannot do it. The only thing that I'm allowed to do for you is to buy time for you till when you can come back. Maybe you are going to take like 1 or 2 years and you cannot be able to come and it's disturbing you where you are. You tell me so that I can help you to hold down their anger, to bring down their anger so that they can allow you to be successful in what you are doing. But aside that, I cannot go to your fatherland, to your father's compound and do Umuada for you. Nobody can. Anybody that say bring money, bring 200,000, bring 100,000, let me do it for you. The person is lying. The person just wants to eat your money. but their anger can be calm. It can be calm, can be hold down. That's just it. All right. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I'm checking my time already. Eh? Uh-huh. I'm checking my time already. I have a job just in a few minutes. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all so much. Don't forget to, don't forget to like this video. Okay. Yes, like it. All right. You can also share if you like. You can also share. Put this to use and you'll see that things will get better for you. Okay. My number still remains +234 70 350 17 671. Please beware of scammers. Scammers are all over. All right. Yes. So that you will not fall victim. +234 70 350 17 671. All right. Thank you very much. That will be all for today. I love you all. God bless you as you put this to use. May God bless you. All right. Thank you and do have a wonderful day. Bye.